boy. Yeah, boy.
Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with Likquidcash.
Is the modern woman too independent right now for a traditional relationship? Forgive me if I butcher the word traditional because, I normally don't say that word, traditional, because I don't want nothing traditional. Keeping it all the way 1,000 with you. I don't want nothing traditional because at the end of the day, man, we live in a society right now where, what is tradition? Like, let's talk about it, man. What is tradition? Like, when it comes to the grand scheme of things in a relationship, what is tradition? What is traditional? We have lost our tradition. We have lost our way when it comes to a traditional relationship. They putting all these hormones in the food. They doing all type of mind psychological games on us. You dig? They doing all type of studies and they putting all type of things out there in the media to program our minds in certain ways. The women are more masculine. The niggas are more feminine. Like, let's talk about it, man. What is traditional, man? Yeah, what is traditional? The man's supposed to lead, we know that. That's tradition. The man leading the way. Back in the days when the man used to have a farm and he would have a bunch of sheeps, there'll be a shepherd leading the sheeps. But for some reason right now, the women are just moving in a certain way where they want to be leaders. You can't tell them what to do and when to do it and how to do it because they feel like they know it all. So let's talk about it. What is tradition? What is traditional? Times has changed. The woman being at home, working, excuse me. The woman being at home, working around the house, keeping everything secure and making the house a home. Those days are over, man. Yeah. Let's talk about it, man. Those days are over. Let's really talk about it, man. I got family members, I got friends, I got associates that are in relationships, and they tell me all the time, my wife don't cook, my wife don't clean, my wife don't do anything around the house. That is traditional. When we go out to events and people look at me and they say, man, you look great. Your wife probably feeding you well. It looks like your wife is taking care of you and making sure that you eat on time. You look great. And he be laughing in his head because he like, if only they knew that I cook my own food. My wife don't cook or clean. She goes to work, she comes home, she goes on Facebook, she watches a little Judge Judy, and then she goes to sleep. When he comes home from a long day of working, there's no food on the table, the house is a mess, and he gotta deal with it. You know why? Because she's paying half the bills and he's paying half the bills. Well, let me not say that because I don't know for sure if he's paying half the bills. Let me not say that. Because being the man that he is, I think he's paying all the bills. And maybe she might be paying the utility bills, the light, the gas, small minor bills. But the man that I know him to be, he's paying the majority of the rent. But that's what he's dealing with. She is too independent for a traditional relationship, but he married this woman too. So they're dealing with this dynamic in their relationship and they're a married couple. So what is traditional? What is tradition? What's really going on? Like what is tradition, man? What is traditional? The man going to work, paying all the bills. The man doing what he could to make things happen. The woman staying at home, taking care of the kids. Those days, man, safe to say, or I dare to say, it seemed like those days are kind of over, man. Because the women are outside just as much as the guys are. Yeah, the women are outside just as much as the guys, man. They not in a house like that. Any opportunity they get to celebrate a friend's birthday, they outside. Any opportunity they get to celebrate an event, they outside. How many fucking girlfriends you know that are celebrating their birthday in this goddamn month? Nah, man. It's cool. I let you celebrate Cheryl's birthday. That's cool. I understand. You and Cheryl's y'all been friends since y'all was in the sandbox. I understand that. But all these other bitches that having birthdays, man, you can't be going to all of their events. Some of these events you gotta miss. But a lot of women are going outside to these events regardless of what they man say or regardless of how they man feel. And some of these men are letting them do it, letting them get away with it. They're letting them get away with murder. So what is tradition? Let's talk about it. What is tradition? What is traditional in the household? What is traditional in the household, man? I want to know. Y'all tell me, man. Because y'all know I don't live with no woman at all. I live alone. So, I have a different type of traditional lifestyle that I live. You dig? But y'all tell me, man, what is traditional, man? The man paying all the bills, making sure the lights on, making sure the gas bill is paid, taking care of the rent, the woman going outside, living her best life. She's working. She gets to save her money. She doesn't spend a dime to make sure everything in the house is up to par. She takes her money, buys shoes, clothes, and whatever else she desires. We want to know what is traditional, man. Is this traditional? She spent her money to get her nails done, her hair did. She got a freakum dress. You know what I mean? Everything is paid for with her money, with the things that she wants. She don't really buy him nothing. But the money that he earns and the money that he makes, he spend it on her, taking her out on dates, taking her out on vacations. And he's paying the bills and doing everything he needs to be doing on time. She's stacking her bread. He's trying to hold on to his little pennies that he's pinching. Is this traditional? She makes more than him because she has a better job. He's been working his job for 25 years. He gets a raise every now and then, but it's still not enough. Because she makes more than him because of whatever reason. Society it just happened to be that way. That doesn't make him less of a man because she makes more than him. Then he went and put a ring on it. Why? Because he loves her. He cares about her. He wants to spend the rest of his life with her. He puts a ring on it. I want to know, man, is this traditional? Is this how it's supposed to go? Is this how it's supposed to be? Or is it supposed to be where the man is paying the bills, the woman has a job as well, and she's helping to provide. She's paying some of the bills, not all of the bills. They're going 50-50. They're working together with the kid, making sure the kid is on top of their game, going to school. They have a funding that's for college, for when the kid grows up, reach 18 and wants to go to a particular college. They buy their first home together. They fix it up. They make it nice and beautiful. And she's doing her thing by working and also coming home and cooking, cleaning. And he's coming home from work, tending to her, having conversations with her, conversing with her constantly so they can keep that spark alive, keep that relationship and that flame, lit. Is this traditional? Is this the way it's supposed to go? I'm asking y'all. I don't got the answers to all of these questions. What's traditional? I want to find out. I want to know. And I know some of y'all want to know as well. Is the modern women today too independent for a traditional relationship? Because a lot of times, in relationships, it's hard for women to really follow a man lead when they feel like they have a certain level of independence, when they have a certain status, a status in their life. When they reach to a certain plateau in their life, they feel like should they listen to a man? Do they need to listen to a man? Or they too independent to listen to a man? I want to know y'all opinion. Some women have that mentality when they take care of all their bills on their own. They live on their own. They handling everything on their own. So they feel like they don't need a man. And having a traditional relationship is somewhat foreign to them, because in a traditional relationship, a man is a leader, and they have a problem with giving that man that position to really control their life and lead them in a direction that he feel is fit for the family, because they've been leading so long on their own, and they might be doing a great job at that. But when you're dealing with a man who has the capability to lead you in a positive way, in a healthy way, you might have to give a little to gain a lot. And some women might not understand that concept because they think so small sometimes. They don't see the bigger picture. It's hard for some people to see the bigger picture and understand that, yeah, you've been doing a fine job on your own. We understand that. You've been doing great on your own. I could dig that. But I think if you let me lead, I can take us to the finish line. I could take us to the playoff. I could take us to the championship ring. I could take us to where we need to be. You just gotta give a little. And most women right now that are independent ain't trying to give you nothing. Cheers, what it is and what it ain't. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash. I need it all out the stash, AKA, but it ain't about that right now, man. It's about the Cash Academy, Personal Development Transformation Academy, where you can be, do, and have anything and everything you want out of life, how to make your dreams come true, how to manifest your reality, but most importantly, how to raise your DNA vibration. Y'all been asking me about my hair routine, my skin routine, my morning routine. Y'all been asking me all type of questions in my DM, but I've been hearing and I got the answers. Listen, the Cash Academy is the place where you need to sign up right now so you can have all the answers to the questions that you may have. You dig? Sign up right now. Join the Cash Academy with yours truly, Liquid Cash. Cheers.